Namaste Sarvodayam. Today we are going to discuss about phrasal verbs. Actually, a phrasal verb is a verb in a phrase. So we can say it's about two or three words and one of them is a verb and other one could be an adverb or a preposition. And together they make phrasal verbs. Or in simple words we can say phrasal verb is a combination of a verb and an adverb or a preposition. I think there is no need to discuss about adverb and preposition. You are quite familiar with it. In these examples, you can say that put on. It's a combination of a verb and a preposition. Next one, call off. Here it's a combination of a verb and an adverb. And then set out. It's also a combination of a verb and an adverb. So a phrasal verb is a combination of a verb and an adverb or preposition. Clear? Now, there are thousands of phrasal verbs in English. But in today's class, I have picked just some simple and common phrasal verbs that are easy for you to learn. Okay. The problem with the phrasal verbs are that they have multiple meaning. For example, put down. Put down means to place something down or surface something. And some other meanings of the phrasal verb put down are it can be reject, criticize or humiliate. So one of the main confusing thing about the phrasal verb is that it has multiple meanings. And the problem, the meaning is not always as individual words suggest. It will be something different. Okay. It is not as the individual suggests. Here you can see put on. Put on means it does not mean that we are putting something on something. It means something different. Clear? So these two things makes phrasal verbs very confusing. Now, as I have told you, we are going to deal with some simple and familiar phrasal verbs. And the most important thing is that for examination, there will be a 5-mark questions for phrasal verb. Either it may be fill in the blanks or replace the underlined words with appropriate phrasal verbs. So, once again I repeat, a phrasal verb is a combination of a verb and an adverb or preposition. Now let's take the first example. Okay, first one, put on. It's the most simplest phrasal verb. Can you guess its meaning? Okay, so I will provide you with an example. Just read it. She put on her new frock. Now I think you can guess its meaning. Yes, put on means, what is it? Wear. Clear? So, the phrasal verb put on means wear. For example, for your exam, the question may be like this, she, and there will be a gap, her new dress. So, you have to write, she put on her new dress. So, the first phrasal verb that we have learned today is put on, which means wear. Now, going to the next one, put up with. Put up with. First one, put on. Next one, put up with. Here these two phrasal verbs begin with the verb put. So, put up with. Can you guess its meaning? Okay, now read this sentence. I can't put up with him anymore. I can't put up with him anymore. So, what is the meaning of the phrasal verb put up with? Put up with means, what does it mean? Put up with means tolerate, sahikya. So, I can't put up with him anymore. So, the meaning of the phrasal verb put up with means tolerate. So, we have learned two phrasal verbs. First, put on, and the next one, put up with. Now, going to the third one. It's put across. So it's confusing. First one put on, put up with, then third one put across. Now read the example here. she could not put across her ideas to them. Here is a sentence given. She could not put across her ideas to them. So, what will be the meaning of the phrasal verb put across? Yes, put across means, what is it? Communicate or express. Clear? So, put across means communicate. Clear for you. Now, we have learnt 3 phrasal verbs begin with the verb put. Which are they? Put on, put across and put up with. Now, let's change the verb. Let's go to go on. Okay, in our daily conversation also we use sentences with phrasal verbs go on. You go on with your work. So, what is the meaning of the phrasal verb go on? Now, read the sentence. Though it was raining, the match went on. Now, you may be feeling where is the word go on. Here, go on changed to went on. Past tense of go is went. So, though it was raining, the match went on. So, what is the meaning of the phrasal verb go on? Go on means continue. The meaning of the phrasal verb go on is continue. Okay. Now, going to the next one, give up. Give up. It's a simple one and this also we use in our conversation. Now, read out the example. He gave up his smoking habit. He gave up his smoking habit. So, what will be the meaning of the phrasal verb give up? Give up means abandon. Abandon means, what is the meaning of the word abandon? Ubekshikuga. So, he gave up his smoking habit. Here give up became gave up. So, is it clear for you? So, today we have learnt 5 phrasal verbs. Which are they? 3 with put. Put on, put across, put up with. Then 1 go on and the last one give up. I think these 5 phrasal verbs are clear for you. Isn't it? Now you are familiar with these phrasal verbs. Now what you have to do is, now here's a small assignment for you. Now read it out. Now construct few sentences using the phrasal verbs you learned today. Okay, you have to construct some simple sentences using the phrasal verbs that we have learned today. Which are the phrasal verbs learned today? You know. So, all of you try to construct few sentences using these phrasal verbs and post it in our class group. Thank you.